Yes. What's going on, everybody? Let me hear you drop some bombs and bells in the comments. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Let me know if y'all can hear me. All right. Hello. Can y'all hear me? Hello. Can you hear me? Uh-oh. Drop some bells and bombs in the comments. Shout out to all the producers in the comments. Oh, they can hear you. Oh, thank you. Let's start the mother freaking show.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Live from San Francisco. Broadcasting around the world. You're listening to the Armon Wiggins Radio Show.
Hello. Thank God. Oh my God. Well, can you hear me? Everybody, what's going on? What's going on? We got a lot to get into. We have a lot to get into. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Armon, and we are back in the studio with another video. Whew, I'm telling y'all, Mondays really tear me up. And these contacts are tearing me up as well, child. And I feel like a fat pig. Oh my God. I've been eating and all kind of stuff. But Mondays are a mess. Today is Monday, right? Today is Monday, child. Listen, I have a lot going on right now, okay? But listen, we got to get into these things. We got to get into some things. We got a lot to talk about. I'm glad that y'all can hear me. I'm sorry for those people that didn't get the notification, that are going to miss this and have to catch the replay. But that's why it's very important that you follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and all of those things. And actually click the notification bell. There's a lot of you guys that do not have your notifications turned on. And a little secret, if you don't have your YouTube notifications turned on in your settings on your phone, it doesn't matter if you click the notification bell on the app. You actually have to allow the notifications to come through to you through your device. So you might want to go on your device settings and make sure you have enabled YouTube notifications. Just a little tidbit. All right. So, this contact is tearing me up. For those of you guys that wear contacts, y'all know what I'm feeling right now. It is tearing me up. All right. So, Giovanni Mack, T.S. Madison's manager, has blocked me on Twitter. Okay. Not sure why he blocked me, but I am going to respond to some things that he had to say in regards to me. Just give me a couple of seconds here. Actually, I want you guys we're going to get into some things, and we're going to be a little problematic today. There are going to be some casualties of war, but this is nothing personal. And I also want to say, no matter what I'm saying today, I will always say this. T.S. Madison has inspired me. She is one of the reasons why I started doing what I'm doing, because I watched her and I was like, you know what? I can do that too, and I was really inspired by her. And so I just want to say that I would never take that away from her. However, I need to clear some things up, because Gio is running around talking and crying because he's mad that I called him fat. Well, you are fat. It's not a secret. Hell, I'm getting fat too. It is what it is. Man up. You are fat. So Giovanni doesn't like me because I called him fat. Wham, wham, wham. Cry me a river and have a Snickers. Okay? But we're going to get into some things. And there might be some casualties of war. This is going to be very messy, and it is going to get very problematic, like they say that I am. I want to put in perspective that I'm not here to turn anybody against T.S. Madison. I'm not here to turn anybody against Gio, but what we're not going to do is continue to spin narratives on Armon Wiggins as if I am some hurt little fragile boy that wanted a handout from someone on the internet. That's not what we're going to do. And because people keep forcing my hand, I have to go ahead and start spilling some tea. Okay? Whether you believe me or not is up on you. But the people that I will be mentioning, they'll know what I'm talking about. She'll know what I'm talking about. I'll know what I'm talking about. And then those people who haven't spoken up, but they know what I'm talking about, they'll know what I'm talking about. I understand there's a lot of you individuals that just don't like me, and you guys are so far up Madison's behind that it doesn't matter what I say. You believe that I am here to try to take her out. Hey, I'm not talking to you then. So here you are. You can just watch this video, and if you're a content creator, here's some free content for you. But before we get into that, I'm just trying to find the call lines will be open today as well. We will be opening up the lines. But I'm going to do this. Give me a second. I'm just getting everything situated because I wasn't ready for the shade. How you doing, Lulu? You told them monkeys in the back to stop playing in your face? All right, girl. Okay. So let's just listen to what Gio had to say about me. Let's just really get it. Let's just start there. And let's get into some things. Let's start there. Let's just start there.
Well, me and Madison is a way different situation than Armon Wiggins and Madison. Well, me and Madison is a way different situation than Armon Wiggins and Madison. But in the universe of crossing lines, some of it does kind of cross, if you will.
Okay.
So I cannot be privy to conversations that him and Madison had.
So you hear him say he's not privy to all conversations that him and Madison had, me and Madison had. However, he was privy to certain ones. You'll listen.
I wasn't there for all their conversations to tell you verbatim what was transpiring or whatever. I can say that me personally, the conversations I was privy to, I did not like the things that were coming out of his mouth in regards to other individuals, individuals that were on TV in the LGBT community.
You see how they try to pull that? On TV in the LGBT community. I was apparently calling and discussing this with Madison. Now let me show you how messy this was. So if let's just say I am being messy like that, right? And me and Madison are talking. She has me on speaker with him in the background. This is Madison. Let's just be clear here. So here I am, even if I am being messy, I'm talking to one of my good girlfriends about some tea, and she has me in the background because I don't talk to Gio. So let's let it keep going.
I did not like what he was saying, and I, as in my manager tonality, or my manager had told her, I do not trust him, and I do not think that you should be around him, and I told her I do not like him.
And he told her that he did not like me. Ooh. Now, Gio doesn't like me because, Gio has had a hard time with black gay people, black gay men. He has felt like, the black gay community and blacks in general just don't accept him. And for some reason, he feels that he has a vernacular of those of Caucasian and lighter skin. And he feels as though that a lot of black people felt like he was not black enough. No, people just feel like you're trash, and people feel like you're a coon, and people just feel like you're stupid. And maybe people just weren't attracted to you. Maybe people just felt like you were a loser. But for whatever reason, I guess he didn't like me. However, him and I have never had a conversation, never. But he was obviously privy to some conversations that I've had, and apparently, I have sat here and I've dragged people. I've been very problematic, according to him. Let's listen on.
It's me owning my accountability of what I say. She told me, well, that's great that you don't like him, but I do. So all I can do is say my part and move about my day. I cannot make that lady or stop that lady from talking to anyone that she feels like talking to. I did not trust things that he was saying. I did not like things that he was saying because I felt like they were problematic. I think I thought the things that he was saying or wanting to do would go against the brand that we were trying to create. And to that point, we hadn't had any issues because the Kaya situation hadn't. I think he started before the Kaya situation, or did he start after? I didn't want another piggyback. Like, I wanted to deflect that off of, girl, you know, I saw when they originally started speaking, I'm the first person to tell her, stop speaking to that boy.
Because I was problematic and we had continued to have a conversation. I want you guys to listen to this.
Please. Because I did not agree with the things that were coming out of his mouth. It was very problematic. I'm not going to go into that. It's a moot point, you know, because Madison has told me as well things that he has said. I don't know that those things are true. Again, I'm not going to pass around the he said, she said. I'm only going to talk about what I know. Because.
All right, so we are going to address the problematic, and we're probably going to get a little problematic for real today. But I want to say, let's first just kick it off light. If I'm talking to a person and they according to him, they said that they like me and we're getting into some things. If I'm just being this messy individual, and this other person on the receiving end is eating it up and listening, what does that say about them? Because they're just as messy as me, because they're listening to it and eating it up. They're obviously feeding me something back for me to continue to be being messy in the situation. So it wasn't just me. And let's be very clear when it comes to these gay celebrities or these gay public figures. The only reason why I would have even had them in their names in my mouth is not because of myself. It's because usually she had brought them up to me. Because she, like you've said in both of your lives and on your interviews, she is all about herself. So there is no way that I'm sitting on the phone with T.S. Madison for hours and hours and hours on end talking about myself. So if anything, I'm over there stroking her ego because she has read those people to me. Let's be very clear. And we're going to talk about things that I was going to do. But I think that that's some BS. And I don't like when the community tries to put that narrative on me like I was so problematic, because most people don't understand what I deal with over here on YouTube, dealing with these women. They think that I'm all for the gays. And then on the gay side, you guys think I'm all for the straight people. So I can't win for losing. So, you know, here's two big middle fingers to whoever doesn't like me. And I'm going to be problematic on the black woman side and on the gay transgender and the gay people side, whatever. I can't win for losing. But I realize people don't like anybody with an opinion. That's why it's so easy for you guys to be upset with me. But we're not going to digress. We're going to move forward in this terrible interview.
That's the only thing that can be truth, because that's the only thing I know. I do believe that Madison is a likable person. I believe when you get into a room with Madison and you are already a fan or like her, or maybe even see it for where she was going or what was going on in her life, you attempt to attach to it. And
I attempted to attach to Madison's life. Let's be very clear, Gio, because you was there. Madison shared my video on YouTube, beloved. On Facebook. My video went viral from me being in Cumberland Mall. I didn't know T.S. Madison. She shared my video. Then she called me. Then you and Madison drove down to Smyrna, Georgia, and we went to Olive Garden. You were there. It was me, you, and Madison, and we sat on live at Olive Garden. We went live together. She came to Smyrna. You guys came and visited me. I didn't attempt to attach myself to anything. Then she began calling me daughter. Then she was my vlogging mother. Let's be very clear here. I never felt like she owed me anything. But we're going to get into it.
And feel like this entity, which is Madison, is going to do something for you or should do something for you, and that is not at all the intention that Madison may have. And so she gets blamed and mixed into this rigmarole that if she would have just listened to me or been more mindful, she could have stayed on the outside and not been put into the mix.
Girl, if she would, no, she shouldn't have been listening to you. What you should have been doing is listening to yourself and seeing the way that she moved, and you wouldn't have been in the rigmarole that you in now.
Stupid.
So she shouldn't have listened to you. Because you didn't even listen to yourself.
Stupid.
Because look at you now.
Stupid.
I shouldn't even be dignifying this live stream with listen, I'm giving you more clout than the damn interview did. Interview ain't even got 20,000 views on it. Don't worry about that interview. You ain't need to watch it. It was trash anyway. This is where it's at anyway. But I'm just saying, how you telling somebody what they should have done and listen to you? Look at you. Look where you are now. So if anything, you should have been listening to me.
Stupid.
Had you have listened to me, you probably wouldn't be in the position that you were in now.
Stupid.
So ain't no rigmarole with me, baby. The rigmarole is with you and her.
Stupid.
Let's listen.
So I am not going to say that his feelings are not valid. I cannot validate his feelings. Just because I fall out or I have an argument or we're not seeing eye to eye or it's like I'm a done situation, I'm not gonna jump to the person that has been slandering her, or that's not how I operate. And he himself called me a fat ass.
Oh, because you are a fat ass.
Shit, but you ain't a shit. You are a shitty manager.
And you are.
And then he removed the comments in his Instagram because I went to his Instagram in his comments, one of his videos one time, his clips, and I said, sir, I'm the one that said I didn't like you. I don't like you.
You don't like yourself.
Stupid.
That's why you're sitting online crying.
And then he proceeded to say, I'm sorry. And then I said, when you cried on the phone to Madison for 2.5 hours.
Yes, there were tears. Now this is where this is what triggered me to go live.
You were not calling her all these things that you're now calling her in a video. I believe it was 2019, and Madison was at the movies, and she couldn't watch the movie.
This is a lie. First of all, when me and her had the conversation, I was at work. I was working at AT&T. I don't know anybody that works in a 9-to-5 job that has a 2-hour lunch break. I only had an hour, love. And I talked to her for 45 minutes.
Because our mom was talking to her. And so she walked out of the movies and got on the phone, continued the conversation with him. And he was explaining to her the reason that he started all that he started with her was because she had a Thanksgiving, I believe it was in 2018, she had a Thanksgiving get-together. Explaining to her the reason that he started all that he started with her was because she had a Thanksgiving, I believe it was in 2018, she had a Thanksgiving get-together, and he was in town, and she didn't invite him to the party.
Now, that is a lie. I haven't been to Atlanta since I moved from Atlanta in 2016. The Thanksgiving that he's referring to was 2015, so stop that lie. Stop that lie. Stop that lie. And that was not in 2019. We had that conversation back in 2018. So you're going to stop lying on me, and I'm going to clear that all up. But since you made me do this, you're going to have to pay. Because now I'm going to be problematic.
And he felt slighted by that action. This is where the restart of him going back at Madison and feeling some type of way was because Madison had Tasha K on the show. And
wait a minute. Tasha K, what?
Him and Tasha K had a falling out, apparently, after Madison and his conversation.
I don't know why you brought Tasha K into this. You should not have done this. Like I said, we are at peace, but there will be a casualty of war today.
We were not privy to, and I have talked to Tasha K forever.
You have? Well, what did you and Tasha K talk about?
And so Tasha K was really trying to get Madison's original page back on YouTube.
Oh, Tasha K was trying to get her original page back on YouTube?
And that's how we kind of connected to begin with that whole Kaya debacle. So he felt like Madison was again jabbing at him and stabbing him, having Tasha K on the show, and that wasn't the situation. That is as people say in the industry, a friend of the show.
Oh, Tasha K was your friend.
She was a friend of the show, and that wasn't the situation. That is as people say in the industry, a friend of the show. She was a friend of the show. She was a friend to us, and we had an establishment for a long time, and it just made sense at that time to have Tasha K on the show. It had nothing at all to do with digging at Armon.
Oh, okay.
Well, you're drawing the line in the sand, which you have the right to do because you are a human being. But everything that you said, everything that he said about Madison was not true, and it's more so about feelings, and I'm going to hurt you because you hurt me.
Okay.
Well, me and Madison.
So that's what he had to say. So where should I start first? We'll do the Tasha K last, because I have a receipt for that. We'll do that part last in our problematic segment. Let's start at where the problem began. And I feel like I've told this story 1,000 times. I don't know why I have to keep retelling this T.S. Madison story. It is literally one of those stories that it's just like, girl, the story is the story. But if you want to get into it, let's talk about it. I told you guys, T.S. Madison and I, we met from Facebook. She ended up sharing my Facebook post from Cumberland Mall. She reached out to me when I was working at Joe's on Juniper. I was struggling in Atlanta. She came over. We met at a restaurant. We ate. All good. Boom. Then it was, you my gay daughter. We talking. This is in 2015, y'all. Don't get it twisted. I was broke. If you really know me, I didn't have a car. I was on the bus. I got fired. I lost that place. I was I was staying in and out of hotels. Like that was one of the lowest points of my life. 2015, living in Atlanta, Georgia, I was at the lowest point. You couldn't tell because I was making videos about it, but that was the lowest point of my life. Okay. And so I would sit on the phone and talk to her for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours on end. Okay. And it would be a lot about herself. However, it was cool to me because I was like, you know what, this is new. I'm doing my thing. I don't really know what I'm doing. I don't really have a show. I was just the recording live boy. I would just talk about little boys, like boys that I hooked up with, things like that. That's what it was about. And I would talk to her and she knew I didn't have no money. I was, barely making it. I was being arrested. I went to jail like 2 or 3 times out there. And I would tell her about those things. You know what I'm saying? And so she knew that I didn't really have any family out there. I had told her I had 2 roommates that kind of got over on me. That was a lot. I had a lot of drama going on. I'm not gonna lie. I was at a very, very low point in my life out there, but it was my fault. It was nobody else's fault. If no one owed me anything, my parents had been wanting me to come home. I just didn't want to come home because I didn't want to look like a failure. And I knew that I was going to make it. And I wanted to do at least 1 year in Atlanta before I just be like, I had to quit. I didn't want my friends and I didn't want everybody to know, that I didn't make it, because I was like, you know what, I'm going to make it. And so Thanksgiving rolls around and we're talking on the day of things. I mean, we talked the day before, around about, and like we're talking for hours. Like we're talking about everything at this point. First of all, let me back up a little bit. We talk so much. Listen, she even slick side hit me up on Jack one time on the cool. She was in the area. Okay. Let's just go ahead and put it all out there. She sent me a message on Jack too. Paid that. She didn't get out of place, but the fact that you even messaged me on Jack, no ma'am. You know what I'm saying? She didn't say nothing crazy, but she don't message me there. So she had even messaged me on Jack. We paid that. We paid that in full. So I called her on the phone, girl. I wasn't doing that. So we talked and we kikied and we kikied and we kikied. And then so Thanksgiving rolled around, and it would have been nice, in my opinion, given the circumstances that you are this giving, caring, you got this big ass beautiful house in Georgia. You have this big old Thanksgiving meal that you're showcasing on live, and you've invited the whole city over to get a plate. And I am out here, scraping up coins just to eat Del Taco. I would have appreciated being offered a Thanksgiving meal because, it was like my parents wasn't there, and it wasn't, and I've heard some people say that I couldn't go home or things like that. No, I could have went home. Let's put this in perspective. I didn't want them to know that I was living that way because my dad would have made me come home immediately, but I didn't want him to make me come home. He would have, like, those people that know me know that my dad is my everything. You know what I'm saying? My dad, my mom is too. My mom and my dad, they're both very much so present in my life. You know what I mean? Ever since I've been home, before or after, I've never been homeless. My dad bought his first house at 23 years old and I primarily grew up with my dad. My parents are separated. I've never lived in an apartment with my father. My dad has never, for all the years I've been alive, my dad has never had an apartment. I was the kid that had, the car at 15 and a half, went and got the permit, did the driving school, had the cell phone, like all the way up until today. If I needed anything, my dad is there. So a lot of people try to put it like, oh, my family didn't want me. I don't have that story, sweetie. That's why, for that girl, that's why I live the way that I live and you live the way that you live. And girl, you know who you are. Now drop a bomb on that. It's no shade against those other girls, but I just want to let a bitch know, me and you, my family actually loves me. I don't have to sell myself I don't have to sell myself having raw sex on Snapchat, giving each other the hips, girl. Now, okay. So like I said, I didn't want my family to really know that. So I'm just like, okay, but at the end of the day, I felt like, a bitch could have kicked it with me, or you know what I'm saying? Like, at least called me and said something. But she didn't. That was fine. We had just kind of met, so I paid it. It was cool. It's fine. It's not a big deal. I moved on because I had to get my ass back out here anyway because I was tired of it. I was losing weight. I was getting skinny. I had went to jail so many different times. And I was like, you know what? My car's breaking down. Listen, I have to go home. I finally gave up and I went home. Still talking to Madison. I never felt any kind of way. I mean, I noted it. I paid it. See, I'm one of the sharpest, most wittiest and clever people that you'll ever meet. I don't say anything. Everybody thinks I'm so reactional. I don't react every time. So I noted it. I seen it, but I didn't judge her for it because I was like, you know what? We just got met. Like, she didn't really owe me, but it would have been nice had she gave me the opportunity because I was hungry. I can't act like I wasn't hungry. So that was that. And so the issue became, therein lies the issue that everybody else has with Madison. My main two issues with her, actually the only two, is the fact that if it's not about her, she does not care. And the other issue is she has no loyalty, but expects you to have all the loyalty. So what I mean is if it's not about her and she does not care, which means I was talking to her that whole time for about Thanksgiving. That never, I mean, I had talked to her all of that time, but that goes to show that she had never listened because she didn't really care. She probably didn't even notice about the Thanksgiving because it was about her. She was too busy telling me how she was the one, how she was a star, and how everybody doesn't like her, and how she's paved the way for people to have opportunity. So there's so many times that Madison will call you on the phone and you're sitting there talking. She will book you for 4 hours of time at any given moment, sending you links about people that's talking about her, showing you this, sending you blog posts, showing you all this stuff. And then you'll talk about yourself for 1 minute. And then it's like, yeah, girl, you'll be fine. But back to me. So it was like, On her birthday, I'm out here defending you against Cookie Tookie. I'm out here arguing with the Butch Queens that's saying you got a cheap house in Duluth. I'm out here defending you on this, texting you happy birthday, giving you community posts, all of these on your birthday. On my birthday, it's crickets. I mean, one time she called me on my birthday and was talking about herself, and I had to tell her, today's my birthday. And she, oh, okay, girl, I'll call you back. But it still wasn't a happy birthday. It still wasn't even like, and that doesn't mean that you owe me something, but it's just common courtesy shit. You know what I'm saying? Like people will say, well, she didn't owe you. No, she didn't owe me, but damn, you couldn't say that happy. Come on. I let that ride. I would sit on the phone and she would send me links of this person talking about her, that person talking about her. She would sit here and tell me about the football player she was dealing with. She would do this and she would do that. And I would be like, okay, and I would just gas her up and girl, you got it. You're going to, and I would pour into her. And anybody that knows me and has talked to me on the phone and anybody that's been my friend, they know that I will sit on the phone with you for hours and pour into you. Okay. And I don't have a problem doing so. However, it would be nice, if I asked you something about a YouTube, you wouldn't just brush me off like, girl, just keep working at it. But then when it's about you, it's yes, and I'm doing this and this and that, this, that. It's like, it was just different. She would send me her damn checks. I mean, she would show me how much money and I would gas her up like, girl, congratulations. And the issue for me, the issue that I had when I really started to take the turn is once I started to grow. See, a lot of people didn't realize, people were trying to say it was about Kaya. No, I started noticing little things about her and I started getting over it because that's when the loyalty piece came in. But I'll get to that in a second. But my channel would be disappearing. My Facebook page would disappear. But what really set the tone for me was when I did the Nene Leakes interview in 2018. And Gary Coleman came on and tried to take credit for the interview because she's the queen of inserting herself. She's trash. But let's not give her no life because she can't wait to try to get a little attention. She's so ugly. Ain't she ugly? But anyway, so what ended up happening was I did the interview, right? And then, it was picked up by all the different blogs and people were talking about it. And as my friend, right, I would think like people would be like, that was good. Like Daytime will hit me up if I do a good video. Like, yo, that was dope. Even at that time, Tasha K was like even she was looking, she was like, yo shit is banging on everything. It's on everything right now. Whether she was looking at it as competition or whatever, she still acknowledged it. So all I'm saying for Madison, as I started to grow, Madison wouldn't even be like, yo, that was a dope video. You did your thing. People be like, well, she wasn't watching you. Well, I remember this vividly. I was on lunch break and I was going to get a calzone. And I was talking to Madison and she said, what are you doing? I said, I'm on my way to get a calzone. And I was like, girl, I did a Nene Leakes interview and and Gary Coleman over there is trying me like she didn't try to, and I'm going to read her down because she tried to take the interview from me and try to say that she gave me the interview. Then Madison says, don't play with Gary Coleman. She got my channel taken down. And I was watching that interview. I seen that interview last night. I watched it. You found your lane. I said, girl, so mind you, this was a few days, maybe a week and a half later. I had been arguing with Gary Coleman and going back and forth and all that stuff. But my thing is this. So girl, you watched the video. And you knew that this was a chick that would try to play dirty behind the scenes because she's a weak hoe. Like she throws the rock and hides her hand and she tries to be offensive. And you know that she tries to get a rise out of people so that she can then go and do the typing thing and get your channel shut down because y'all done went to court and everything. Why wouldn't you tell me that? And I said that to her. I said, why wouldn't you tell me that? And then not for nothing else. So you watched the video? Like you sat back and you watched the whole video. But you couldn't at least be like, bitch, you did your thing on that, girl. You got Nene Leakes on the line. I mean, why not? I do it for you. I give you that same, when you had 20,000 people in the chat, when you send me boss up in Shade Room and Baller Alert and they tagging you and everything and Charlamagne mentions the Queen Court and you send me all the links and guess what I respond? Yes. Yes, congrats. Sometimes you don't even have to send it to me, and I'm telling you. But you'll be in the bushes watching me create a moment without having to ask you for anything, without needing you for anything, without expecting anything from you. And I can't even get a congratulations because then it has to go back to you. So that's my issue. So when people say that I wanted something from her, no, what y'all failing to realize is I've been creating movement for myself. I've been creating movement for myself, and all I expected from a person that I pour into is to at least respect the fact that I'm not asking you for anything. But at least don't make it about you 24/7. And at least acknowledge the fact that, bitch, you doing your thing. I see you, daughter. Okay, girl, I see you too, bitch. Because then it starts to feel like it's shade. Because I'll let you know this. And then I noticed that it was different because she shared that one video of me that very first time. And once I capitalized off of it, see, I wasn't like a lot of these other stupid people that go viral one time and they don't know what to do next. They get excited for that one post. No, I capitalized off of it. So once I got that share, she shared it, then Dineva shared it, then Samantha James shared it, then all these people started sharing it, then it made it on Media Takeout. So then I said, okay, boom, 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 boom. I started making videos and I haven't stopped to this day. Once she seen that I wasn't one of those people that'll just come in a day and be gone the next, she stopped. That was the first and last video she ever shared of me. And I never asked her to share another video. However, because we were gay, she was my gay mother at the time, and we were doing the bantering back and forth on Facebook and time. There would be times I would ask her to call in or come in on my show because I seen her come in on other people's shows, and I didn't think, and people already knew that we were cool, and we got booked at a lot of the same events. So my thing is this, girl, I don't think it's really no tea. People know that we're affiliated. But then what she would tell me, oh, I can't come on, girl. I got my bonnet on. I got my bonnet on. But then, girl, it's like you got your bonnet on, but you'll be on a live with somebody else with your bonnet on your page. Or you'll be in the bathroom boo-booing out hot buffalo wings with your bonnet on. Like, girl, what you talking about? Having your bonnet on is a part of your brand. I let that rock. So I'm saying this to say I let a lot of things rock until I couldn't let it rock no more. So it wasn't about a Thanksgiving. It was about the fact that I felt like I was being a real friend to somebody else, but they only cared about themselves. So they never paid attention to anything that I had going on. And if they did, they didn't feel like it was that important to acknowledge, or they didn't want to acknowledge it in any capacity because they just didn't want me to come up. See, a lot of people also thought it was about her putting me on the Queen's Court. She didn't have to put me on the Queen's Court. I never needed her to put me on the Queen's Court of anything. That was not what it was. But you can't tell me I'm holding 2,266 people right now, 71,000 subscribers on YouTube. Ooh, I almost spilled some tea. Ooh. I've broken stories. I've been featured on some of major publications. Some of your favorite faves in my DMs. So my thing is this. You can't tell me that I'm not good enough to be on your show. I don't need to be on your show. But what I'm saying is, girl, something wasn't right. So I picked up on that. But it wasn't even the fact that I felt like I should. It was the fans. It be y'all. Why Madison don't ever promote you? Why she don't invite you on the Queen's Court? I don't know, girl. You got to ask her, girl. I don't know. I'm not asking her. I don't care. Why I don't know. But am I going to be stupid and act like I don't notice it? No, bitch. I see what's going on. And then when she did have a show, I called in. I figured it out once she did her after show, which I put in the group, and I might share it on here later. She did an after show of the Queen's Court. I called in and discussed Nicki Minaj. She let everybody in the background disrespect me. But then she told them, wait, let him talk because they're going to try to challenge me on this. So she was already challenging me on her Queen Supreme after show. And I didn't even realize that she was challenging me. They was playing sound effects in my ear. They was throwing mad shade at me. She was rolling her eyes. She had the stupid chick that was there throwing shade at me. Like she had Jamel throwing shade on the line. It was a whole big thing. We was discussing Nicki Minaj and Cardi B. She was throwing mad shade at me and everybody around was disrespecting me. I let it rock. But then I was done. I stopped doing the calling and I stopped doing that. So that is the thing where I was like, all right, I don't really fool with her. So it wasn't about just a Thanksgiving situation, beloved. It was a combust of things. And then when we talk about loyalty, it's the fact that she does not allow you to affiliate with anybody else that she does not like. However, during the time, I'm going to toot my own horn because I have to on Facebook. It was me, her, Samantha James turning it out. A lot of the girls couldn't take me because I was breaking the stories. They tried to call me messy. They say what they said. I was getting money. I was one of the few channels in our sector that was actually getting paid from Facebook ads. A lot of the people were struggling to get their platforms off the ground and they could not take it. The butch queens, the drag queens, the transgenders, all of them. So they would throw me shade. I would be trending every day on Facebook. Okay? So a lot of these girls would be dragging me though. And it'd be like the very next day, she'd be chilling with them. Shout out to my girl, Jess Kelly. I don't have a problem with her, but Jess Kelly dragging me. Milan Christopher dragged me. She'll sit and kiki with them. Right after. However, if I say Cookie Tookie did a good video, she's ready to cut me off. And so that's what I didn't like. Anybody that I didn't like, Tasha K. She sat and dragged Tasha K. I swear to God, she sat and dragged Tasha K on the phone with me. And would not. But it was already too late because I had already moved on to YouTube and made my own lane. So then what she did was she went and partnered up with Tasha K. But we're going to get into that in a minute. That fake friendship. Because I have a receipt for that. Somebody's going to be a casualty of worse. No shade against Tasha K. But girl, we got to get into some things because I want to put this to rest for forever now. But what I'm saying this to say this. I did not like the fact that it was good for her to be cool with whoever, but nobody else could be. And let me tell you, y'all don't believe that's how she is. Let me tell you, this is her post that she posted. This is T.S. Madison's post. Let's be very clear. This says, so there's no confusion in 2020. So she posted that this year. I'm a Libra. If I even see you on someone else's ish liking or supporting any B I deem an enemy of mine, I'll never speak to you in this lifetime. Some of you don't even know why I don't even acknowledge you, but I do. I see everything but say nothing. Come on, man. If that don't scream personal issues, if that don't scream narcissism, if that don't scream shade just to whoever, like, everybody's not making this up. She said that herself. But see, my thing is this. She's fine. Like, honestly, I'm a little bit of a narcissist. You have to be. I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm not, because I know that I am. And I have my things. There's one person on YouTube, if you affiliate with that fool, I'm done. Don't rock with you at all. It just is what it is. So I get it. But at the same time, I also give that loyalty back. So my issue is not that she has this rule, it's the fact that the rule does not apply to her. That's the part that I don't like. But before we get to the Tasha K stuff, I also want to get to, when I did get really disrespectful with her when she went on Queen Radio. Because I want to put this in perspective for you all. And I know some of you guys are going to get it and some of you guys it's going to go over your head. But for the ones that let it sink in and resonate, that's who I'm talking to. I did say some very nasty things to her in regards to Queen Radio, because a lot of you guys think that so Madison went on Queen Radio and said, let me say this, and I'm just going to stab somebody in the eye right now. I'm here and you're not. Okay. That's what she said. And she said, I know this person is watching. She would have never gave Kaya that. First of all, people were saying Kaya don't care about Nicki Minaj. Kaya don't care about a Queen Radio. That was part of the reason why Kaya and her fell out, because Kaya did not care about the celebrity of it all. Everybody who knows that I am the Nicki Minaj fan and I wanted to go on the Queen Radio. Everybody knows that. And everybody knows that Madison and I were not cool because I did the interview with Larry Reid and Larry Reid said she was cheap and the shit wasn't right over there. Okay. And I exposed her for using Kaya. Okay, so she threw the shade at me because she knew that I like Nicki Minaj, that everybody uses Nicki Minaj as a weapon to try to hurt me. But guess what? I don't give a damn about that no more. But she used that. So people said, well, no, she didn't. All right. So let's just say y'all don't want it to be about me. It don't have to be about me. But let me ask you this. What does that say to you about a person who would take their moment? That was the first time she went up there. What does that say to you about a person that will go up on a platform streaming to millions of people around the world? I mean, literally around the world and back. And to take that 15 seconds just to eat at somebody this big. Really let that sink in. What did that behoove you to take a dig at somebody that's not even on your level? Internally, you're dealing with a lot. So when Gio calls her miserable, that's the misery. That's the validation that she's looking for, because let's say you weren't talking about me, but you was talking about somebody. But why do you even have that energy? Like, you woke up with that on your mind. Instead of even thinking, oh, I'm going to Queen Radio and I can't wait to get into some things with Nicki Minaj, you worried about laughing at somebody that's not there and throwing shade. Going back to the narcissism, going back to say, I. No one's making this up. We all heard Queen Radio. She said it. I'm here and you're not. People are not lying about this. You don't have to like me. You don't have to like the messenger. I don't give a damn. But what we're going to do, we're going to just speak the facts. So that's what it was. So she is very much I, me, look at me. I'm doing better than you. I'm here and you're not. She said it. So I dragged her ass. I did, because I knew who she was talking about. I don't care if you felt like you knew. I'm not talking to any T.S. Madison stans right now. I'm talking to people with logic and some common sense and some discernment. Any stan, I don't care about you. Now, going back to the Tasha K, Gio says that the Tasha K, and now we're going to start our problematic portion of the show. Let's get problematic. Tasha K. All right. Well, this is the first piece of the tea. So he said that they've been friends. And I told you this is part of the reason why we had an issue, because I felt like Tasha K was very fake. And I felt like they were very fake. I told you guys, I did have an issue with them linking up, because I felt like it was to try to throw shade at me, because at that time, me and Tasha K were really, really beefing very, very, very hard. And Madison, and they went and linked up and did some messy, messy stuff. And I felt like, Madison, why would you even go do that? That was very tired and late. So Gio says that they've been friends for years. They've been friends for months. So I want to pull this up. Okay. That says Tasha K was on the Queen's Court on January 9th, 2019. Okay. Now, remember I told you guys that Tasha K she said she did not fool with Madison or Gio, and she would never go on that show. That's why I was going in on her. And that's why I said I don't care about either one of them, because they're both fake and phony at that time. Like, I'm it's no shade. I'm not trying to beef with Tasha right now, but I'm deading this right now. Because what they're not going to do is keep trying to make it seem like I'm so emotional and I'm over here lying. I might be a lot of things. I might be shady. I might be messy. I might be a little devious, but I'm definitely not a liar. Okay. And so when I said that Tasha K did not say, she said she didn't fool with Madison. She said she didn't fool with Madison. And I called Tasha K and I said, Tasha K, I did not tell Madison your business, because Madison was trying to figure out where you getting a TV show deal. She wanted to figure out what was going on with you. And I said, I'm not going to tell her, because Tasha K, I rock with you. And me and her had a conversation about how fake and how much of a fraud T.S. Madison was. And Tasha K texted me back and said, thanks for not telling T.S. my business. I don't fool with them. So Gio, you can suck my, because I don't have to lie on nobody. Ain't never been a liar. Like I said, I have receipts upon receipts. Don't play with me, and don't mix up my words. Don't play with me. I ain't never lied on Tasha. I ain't never lied on Madison. I ain't never lied on nobody. I just didn't feel like I need to pull no receipts, but bitch, I will. So don't go on here trying to spin this narrative like I've been a hurt little boy and I'm just doing things out of emotion. No, I'm doing things out of loyalty. Because when I'm loyal to you and there's a respect, the only thing I require out of anybody is respect and loyalty. You don't got to share my stuff. You don't got to like me, but respect is owed to a dog. And if we cool, all I'm asking you to is to be loyal to me. Because I'm gonna be loyal to you. The minute you cross that, it's a wrap. That's it. That's all I'm saying. That's why I live in my truth. So this is why I was upset, because Tasha told me that she didn't fool with them. So when I seen her up there with them, I'm like, girl, this is some fake stuff. And they only got together because they throwing shade at me. So fuck both of them hoes. It's how I felt about it. Now, stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. I don't have to lie on nobody. I never did. Madison is trash. She's been trash. Now, speaking of problematic, Gio said that he didn't like the things that I would say around her. Okay. Well, did she tell you, or were you privy to the conversation where she would have me on three-way phone calls? And I'm gonna tell you, I am messy, so I was on the phone. I listened on this three-way. I'm not gonna lie. What I'm gonna lie for? Did she tell you that she had me on three-way with Victoria Doherty? And Victoria Doherty was mentioning certain people that she messed with. And Madison had me on a three-way. Let's get problematic. But you want to try to put it out on me. Were you privy to that conversation? Were you privy to the conversation where she was dragging Joanne the scammer? Were you privy to the conversation where she was dragging Blame It on Quay? Were you privy to the conversation where she sent me the picture of Amaya Scott? Or were you privy to the conversation? You are really finna make me go there, girl. Because don't play with me. Do not. I'm trying to see if I really want to get messy, because bitch, if I drop this, it's gonna really wake these girls' head up. I'm thinking right now. I'm thinking if I really want to go here. I'm just trying to decide. Do I really want to go here? Because I don't like people playing with me. Because I don't have to lie on nobody. And play with me, because I got years of Facebook message thread from you, Madison. Play with me. And I still got our text thread. Play with me, Madison. Play with me. Play with me, Gio. Because don't try to put me out there like I tried to gain clout off of Madison, and because she didn't give me clout. Do I look like I need clout? She got a whole production team. Sound be off every week. The real tea is, before we get into more of the problematic, the real tea is, girl, we heard that secretly, a source told me that, girl, that you really secretly mad because you stopped making the money, because the way that you got paid is because based off what you booked her. And when she go on the Queen Supreme Court tour, what ends up happening is Craig, the writer steward, had worked out a way to where they hit up these venues, and the venues gives them the space for free. Then the venue gets the bar and they get the door, and then Craig gets the money from the live shows, and they do more live shows than they do bookings. So then you were starting to get cut out of the freaking money. So that's why you were mad. Don't play with me, Gio.
Stupid.
Okay. I just don't, because you know what this is. If this is not a full receipt, this is a story, but this person's going to definitely know what I'm talking about. And everybody else is going to know if I go here. I'm just like, girl, I'm going to keep my integrity, though. I always do it with you, bitch. Madison, I always spare you, bitch. And I was going to clear you. But I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. Just don't try me, girl. I'm going to hold that one in the chamber just in case you want to feel fancy. All right. Because it's not even in my heart to really be that nasty. Because this is not even about that. But don't try me. Don't try me. Because you know what you did and you know how dirty you played. So, yeah, we're going to let that sink in. I'm going to just start it like this in case you want to play with me. It only takes one drop. Shantae, you stay. Don't play with me. One drop. You remember that conversation, sweetie. All right. All right. Let's take some calls. The number is 563-999-3658. Five 999-3658. All right. 347-7677. You're live on the air.
999-3658.
Turn me down in the back. Turn me down in the back.
347-7677.
All right. If y'all not ready, I'm hanging up. 330-9073.
Am I on?
Yes. Hello? Oh. 410-2336. Hello? All right, y'all not ready. 347-7677.
All right, y'all not ready.
Girl, I'm about to end this whole live. 484-8449.
Hello?
Yes. Oh, is it not working?
Hello?
Hello? Let me just reconnect it. Maybe it's me. Let me just try this. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's not meant to take no calls, y'all, because maybe we finna get a whole bunch of trolls. Maybe it's me. I'm just gonna reconnect it and we're gonna see.
Start your show now. Press 1.
Since it appears you're calling back into a live show, we are reconnecting you now.
Okay, let's try. 512-1768.
Hey.
Hi. Oh, maybe it is me. This stupid computer done updated. Say what you got to say. Let me see if I can figure it out. Keep going.
Am I live on the air?
Yes.
Okay, I can hear you, boo.
Okay, well, say something.
I can hear. Oh, okay. So what's the topic of the day? What's going on? T.S. Madison, Tasha K. Oh my God, it's such a mess. T.S. Madison is kind of fake though. I really never really cared for her.
Can you hear me?
Never really. Yes.
So you hear what I'm saying right now?
Yeah, I can hear what you're saying right now.
And how long you been on here?
I just got on.
Okay, I love you so much, but we got to call you back. Okay, 214-4477. You live on the air.
Hey, this is Zach Warren from Dallas, Texas. I'm not gonna be doing no cussing. So
okay, but you can hear me, so it's not my line.
I can hear you real good.
Okay,
I can hear you real good.
Okay,
I can hear you real good. Okay, now, last time when I was on, I was saying that, like I don't do the hand that rock the cradle type stuff, that Lonnie Love type stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, for example, like that in the beginning, people was in T.S. Madison's ear trying to put salt on you because they was insecure about their relationship with T.S. Madison. That's what I'm getting.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So I don't have people do me like that before. They insecure and they want to make me look like you don't even know me. How can you speak on me? You don't even know me. So that's why I always tell people in the beginning, I tell them, but I let them know, hey, whatever we talk about between me and you, you know what I'm saying? Like that right there. If I see you and I talk to you, have a conversation with you, then that's where I'm gonna leave it. I'm not gonna go off what somebody said that you said about me because I didn't hear it come out your mouth. So that's why I don't even mess with stuff like that. When somebody come back and tell me some stuff somebody said, I just pay it and be like, okay, well, I ain't had no problem with them. You know what I'm saying? And it's leave it at that.
Thank you, caller. Thank you, caller. Because you have gotten to we gotta keep it going. I love you, boo, but we gotta get to it. We got a lot of people on here, and we already at an hour. So let's get into it. Hello. Hello. 410. Yes.
Hi. Hey, Armon. This is Brooke. I just wanted to tell you, number one, that I really enjoy you and your show. I think your personality is definitely one of a kind. And to be honest, I don't think that you're not doing the right thing. I do think that you are doing the right thing. Keep your foot on their necks because it's not fair. And no one should, feel as though they can go around and just say anything and do anything to anybody. So I am in total agreement with you with everything that's going on right now. I got told that.
Well, a lot of people don't realize ever since that live, people have been calling me and they don't want to be involved, but they have literally said, thank you so much. Like, I apologize, whatever I thought. Like, Madison, like, she has done me like a dog, but I don't want to say anything. Everybody don't want to say anything. But a lot of people are like, well, why are you saying this? Because listen, I've been wanting to say, I'm the type of person that's going to say something, but I didn't have a voice. So it's easy for a person with Madison with the big voice. You know what I mean? They can ignore it. But once you finally get a voice and somebody that's going to actually say something that can reach somebody, people are going to be like, yes, finally somebody with a little bit of a voice is going to talk. And I'm not going to out any of these people, but I've got several people that have contacted me like, yo, thank you. She just stopped talking to me. She just did this. She just did that. Oh yeah, girl. Oh, Madison, you didn't know that? Oh yeah, the girls are talking. They're talking, bitch. They are talking. Oh, they are talking. They're talking. And it's not just Gio. It's not just Cookie Tookie. It's not the people that you think is talking. That's the whole thing. So my thing is I don't have to be here to try to end you or body you or this, that, the third, and screw Gio, screw you, because the truth is going to come to the light. I swear by everything I said today, I ain't lie. And I don't care who believe me, because this is not to end you. This is to free myself. And this is for people to really, and this is for the narrative that your former manager tried to put on me, like I was jealous or I wanted to come up off you. I have to clear it up. And I have to clear up why yes, you're right. I did draw the line in the sand when you wouldn't set with Tasha K, because that was some fake ass shit that you did. And I was done with you from that day forward. because both of y'all have made it very clear that y'all don't like each other. But now you sit up there and be fake. I can't rock in those circles. Never going to. I don't give a damn. All right. 813-9988. You're live on the air.
Hey, Armon, I just wanted to call in and say that, first of all, I agree with everything that you're saying on this show. I'm so glad you did not take that junk on the chin. I'm glad you called it out and put that junk to rest before it grew legs and took off. Mm-hmm. And just like I tweeted T.S. Madison a few minutes ago and told her, I said, girl, don't play with Armon because, girl, it only takes one drop, okay?
Period, Paul. You let her know. It only takes one drop.
We only want that tea. We want that tea so bad. So, girl, one drop, girl, one look, one dish, one slick status, anything. I'm ready for that tea. One drop. All right, boo.
Thank you. It only takes one drop. Girl. Don't play with me. All right. 678-3662. You live on the air.
Is this me?
Yes.
Oh my God, am I talking to someone?
Yes.
Okay, first of all, I just want to say I love your show, all that. I know they got you fucked up today, and I'm feeling this energy. I'm loyal just like you, and I feel the same way like you. I know shit all the time. Let me stop cussing because I know how you is about that. I know stuff all the time. You know what I'm saying? And then it just be that point like, you know what? Shawty moving funny, she moving crazy, and I'm just not with all that. And I fall back from them, period. So I know exactly what you mean. And exactly the reason I know what you're talking about of how T.S. Madison is because I got a sibling like that, just all for self. Don't give a damn what's going on with me, nothing. But
that's what I'm saying.
Her, though, the whole family got to be quiet and just take on what she got going on. You know what I'm saying? But it don't work like that. Not when you. I felt your spirit today. That loyal. That I'm loyal to a fault. I'm from Atlanta, by the way, Atlanta or whatever.
Yes.
But it's like I feel it, and that when it's fake, you just got to get away from it. And I don't hold nothing against you. Like I know you probably when that happened, you like, you know, I'm just gonna go my own way, but I ain't worried about Madison, and that's how I am. You know.
Well, I wasn't even going to talk about this until the manager came up and tried to play me. Like I was letting it go.
Exactly.
Gio woke this back up.
Hold on, wait. First of all, I'm not like I just gonna be quiet. I ain't no be quiet as a person, but you're not just.
You keep cursing, like girl. You keep cursing. She keep cursing. She gotta go. 267-0384.
Hello.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, Armon boo.
Hey, what's going on?
Okay, I wanted to say one thing. They better put some respect on your name because everything you said in the past has already came to play. And I don't even understand why Gio is so mad because we were team him. So how is it that he get mad over one little comment? You say he was fat. He's fat anyway. But how did you get mad when we were rooting for him?
That's what I don't know. But Gio is mad because I don't know. Gio don't like me. Gio just does not like me. And I don't know what that's about. So girl, I don't really care about that. I'm just trying to figure out, don't try to say I'm problematic when your client was indulging and she was discussing all the LGBT celebrities. She has literally she's told me to interview people and say certain things so that it could look bad for them. Like, don't play with me.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I honestly think he won his job back. He said I follow him on Instagram. He said he got like 4 businesses. I don't understand how or where, but I think he won his job back.
Yeah. Well, Madison did an indirect video. I'm not really posting or talking about it because she was online with Chi Chi, but she was in the background dragging Cookie Tookie. However, around the comment that Cookie Tookie said that Madison has Eve still on her website. Now, Madison said that Eve has never been on the website. However, Cookie Tookie just posted some screenshots on her Instagram of TS Eve on Madison's website. So Madison must have taken them down due to our interview, but I don't know. I'm not getting into that, but it's a lot of things going on. Thank you, caller.
Thank you.
All right, so we're gonna take a couple more. If you really want to get on here, super chat your last four to the top. We took a lot trying to get this call started, but I don't want this live to be too long. But Gio, don't you try me like that, because I've never been a person that felt like anybody owed me anything. Because listen, I did this all on my own. Like, girl, I've garnered a following. I live fine. I'm not in Atlanta struggling anymore. So I don't know what I would need her for. I'm a thing now. I'm the Armon Wiggins show. I made it. I'm here. It's nobody like without Madison. I'm here. I'm here. I don't know what we talking about. I'm content for people now. People will do videos because of this. Okay? I afford people meals now. What are we talking about? Now let my narc come out, because when they try to play me, people use my name for clickbait now. I'm here. I don't need Madison. You do. That's why my name was in the title. All right. 443-3922. You're live on the air.
Oh my God, I was hoping you was gonna get me. Now, it's a couple things we need to talk about.
Okay.
Stuff that I see T.S. Madison do. Why would you have Shekinah on the show and then put all her friends in the caption for her to discuss? That's starting drama. If you know that her friends, just like she had Cherry on there and then try to make Saucy Santana a topic. Like, all that kind of stuff to me is being messy, trying to start trouble. And like you said, she's sneaky with it, and she try to do things to try to, attack you under the radar. You know what I mean?
I don't really watch. I haven't seen any sublims, because I'm genuinely not interested in her content. To me, it's dated content.
Yeah,
and it's stale. But that's not that. But it's been dated and stale for a while, honestly. So that's not even no shade.
Yeah.
So I don't watch her content. But I didn't watch with Cherry. People kept asking me the stuff about Cherry. I cannot. Cherry don't even know how to get no money. There's a video of Cherry. A man got over 50,000 views with Cherry on it, and Madison ain't even telling her how to even do a copyright infringement. She's not even really teaching Cherry how to get no real money. Come on, so you think I'm finna sit up here with 2,000 people on live and address a bitch that's selling their stuff on Snapchat that don't even know how to get no real money? Come on now, stupid.
I know. And she knows people that can help her get some money, and they're not doing it.
Listen, I ain't nobody talking about her.
They view her as a threat.
Tell her to climb out of the garbage can before she try to come over here, okay? And the makeup artist, cloud chaser, okay? There's nothing. That makeup artist sat on the phone with me for damn near an hour until I went live, and then just took that as a moment to go and try to flip it for some views. So she's trash and garbage too. I'm not. I mean, you know what I mean. Like, I have to be Wendy Williams to some of this stuff. It's like you got to see the cloud chase. Like they're nothing. They're peons. They're just casualties of war. They hold no value, no weight. You know what I mean? They're not getting any bread. Like not the way we're getting.
That's my thing with you. That's my thing with you. I don't understand why you feel like you still have to have some type of loyalty to T.S. Madison. If she's not being loyal to you, I wouldn't even care.
Well, no, but my thing is, it's not even about loyalty. It's that I'm really not that nasty, because what the tea that I'm gonna put out is I mean, to me, I mean, it's not you guys, because it's not no real receipts. It's no receipts. So it's just he said, she said to the general public. However, the person that I'm talking about, they're gonna know that it's not a lie. And so I just don't really want to, bring that friction, and it could, I don't want to.
Well, it's nice to see that you still have a heart in this business, and you're not like everybody else, so.
Yeah.
That's all I wanted to say.
All right. Thank you.
All right.
Bye. Yeah. So, 614-5665. You're live on the air. How long we been on here?
For a minute.
Yes. What's going on, boo?
Hey, Armon. I was listening to you talk earlier about the situation, how when you were like low, like a low point in your life, when you were talking to T.S. Madison.
Yes.
I really felt you when you said that because oftentimes I've met a lot of people in my life that have money and could help me out of situations, but they never did. Oftentimes, people they like to when they're in higher positions.
Thank you, caller. Somebody said, I know you don't mess with Kaya. That's a lie. I never said I don't mess with Kaya. But imagine the gags y'all would produce. Y'all would break the YouTube. That would be ultimate. I've messaged Kaya. Here's the thing about Kaya. Kaya is funny and finicky. So I'm not going to chase Kaya down. So that's that on that. It's not that I'll mess with her, but girl, I'm not finna be trying to chase Kaya down and play games with her. 347-6777.
How you doing, Armon?
Hey, what's going on?
I just want to say, man, your videos are getting better and better. I so much enjoy listening to you.
Thank you.
And let me just say this. Spill the tea, please. Spill it. One drop. What is she? Did she try to... it sounds like some, rape.
Now, you talking stupid now. You trying to get me lose my coin. 773-5414. You live on the air.
Hey, what's up, Armon?
Hey, what's going on?
Thanks for letting me through. I just wanted to briefly get into some things. I wanted to say, first of all, we all know Maddie is never going to respond to you. She don't want no smoke with you, and I can understand why.
But I don't want her. It's not about. But see, I want that to be clear too. I'm not doing this for her to respond. She know the truth.
Right.
There's no respond that needs to be said. She's watching now.
Okay, right. And I want to know because Gio. First of all, I'm starting to question this whole Gio and T.S. Madison beef. I don't really think they're beefing. He was just talking in circles in both of those videos, and the way he's still going to bat from her, it's looking a little iffy. But would you be here if Gio wanted to call in and like talk to you or respond to what you're saying? Would you be willing to do that?
Yeah, he definitely could call in, but Gio's not going to do that because he knows that Gio just doesn't like me. Gio just doesn't like me. He blocked me for whatever, I don't know, whatever reason it was. But I did see something interesting because Madison, when she was going on her rant with Cookie Tookie, she basically said her and Gio just mad at each other right now, but they're not enemies. So, I mean, they could be trying to do this stuff for the show or whatever the case may be, but he said a lot. And he said a lot of, and I still, even though Gio don't like me, he still said a lot of truth, and he know everything that I'm saying is the truth. But because I called him fat, and for whatever reason, the word fat hurt him in his heart. I don't know why the truth hurt so much, but he felt some type of way about being called fat. And so he didn't want to admit it. And at the end of the day, Gio is just as sloppy and messy as T.S. Madison when it comes down to discussing, celebrities, gay influencers, gay celebrities in Hollywood. And so don't try to make it seem like I was just over there discussing a bunch of gay people and was being very problematic when you guys was in every other drive-through while she had me on speaker and y'all was running it down, and she was sending me the links and sending me the Facebooks and sending me the Instagrams and sending me the blogs. So stop playing with me. Okay? Thank you.
One more thing, Armon?
Yes.
No, it's okay. I'll wrap it up.
Okay, because you sound like you was finna say something stupid. I'm gonna have to hang up on you. All right. I'm finna get out of here. I didn't mean it like that. I mean, y'all aren't like besties. I know you don't have a problem with Kai. Trust and believe. I don't miss a show. Thank you, love. All right. I love you guys for watching. I'm finna get up out of here. If you guys didn't make it on here, oh well, I'm sorry, not this time. You can always super chat your last four to the top to guarantee your place in line. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. I'm really trying to decide if I want to end this right now. Yeah, I'm gonna leave with my integrity because, girl, I really don't want to go below the belt. I really don't want to go below the belt because I don't hate Madison, but I don't want people to try to make it seem as if I felt like anybody owed me anything or I tried to attach myself to them. What does attaching myself to her brand do for me, baby? I have sponsors, I have my own sponsors. I just had 3 sponsors this month. What are we talking about? I don't need to attach myself to her. She has a whole production team, and her audio is still worse than mine. She's using a 720 freaking webcam. Do you see how clear we are on here? And she's got millions of dollars, and she's got a whole team. She's paying for Wirecast, which is a very expensive streaming program. Her streaming program is more expensive than mine. And the quality does not look like it. So there's nothing that I want to attach myself to. I don't use a green screen. You see that? People ask me all the time, is that a green screen? No, it's a wall. It's called contrast. Okay? You don't see any green lining around me. This is a green sweater. Okay, so don't play with me. Don't play with me. Don't try me. I work my ass off. Okay, I don't need a Tasha K. I don't need a T.S. Madison. I do this. So when y'all try to make it seem like I'm trying to, I don't need to attach myself to nobody. Armon has been doing this. This is the reason why these hoes feel some type of way. Because I'm coming whether I kiss your butt or not. I don't need to give free blowjobs. I don't need your click. I don't need your friendship. I don't need your acceptance. I don't need any of that. I don't need your like. I don't need your share. I don't need it. I don't want it because it's all fake. None of you hoes even like each other. Not even the hoes that work for Madison. Half of those hoes that work for her just are losers that cannot build a platform on their own, so they rather work under her, but they can't stand her ass either. And mark my words, they're going to fall out too. But that's just how it works. Yeah, so no. I don't need you, Gio. So don't come for me, okay? Do not play with me. Y'all have a nice day.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio.
Make sure you guys follow me on
Goodbye.
Instagram at the Armon Wiggins Show and stay tuned. We will do a members only live soon. All right. I love you. Bye.